We're often faced with a paradox when we design, to make products smaller and lighter, while at the same time more powerful. The more we reduce a product's physical volume, the more difficult it becomes to increase its power and maintain its battery life. But if we can overcome these challenges, we can make something without compromises. iPad Air is just 7.5 millimeters thin and weighs only 1 pound. We actually started work on this product years ago, designing and engineering the primary technologies that would be necessary to make it. The new A7 chip is incredibly powerful and also very power efficient. Because of this efficiency, the battery could get smaller, yet critically without any loss in battery life. And of course, by reducing the battery size, the product became significantly lighter. We reduced the dimensions of the bezel. With less mass, the iPad Air still retains its structural rigidity. There's a simplicity to it, but there's nothing precious about it. This integrity, this durability, inspires confidence in a product that's meant to be taken places, handled, and really used.
With the iPad, we set out to redefine mobile computing. Up until now, 64-bit architecture was something you'd normally only find in desktop computers. The new, Apple-designed A7 chip brings 64-bit technology, all of its advanced computing and graphics, to this ultra-portable 1-pound device. But even with all of this added processing power, iPad Air still has an impressive 10-hour battery life. iPad Air is the first iOS device to support MIMO, or multiple in, multiple out. It actually delivers twice the data transfer rate as the previous generation. And there's support for more LTE bands than on any other tablet, because with a device this thin and powerful, you'll want to take it anywhere and always stay connected. We've also improved the FaceTime and iSight cameras, adding new processors and sensors, so you get much clearer, sharper images and video.
iOS 7 is essential to the iPad experience. It's at the core of everything you do with iPad Air. And we're now making iMovie, iPhoto, GarageBand, Keynote, Pages, and Numbers available for free. Because we believe that with these amazing apps on this amazing device, the possibilities of what you can create are limitless.
The iPad has always been a tool defined by the ways people actually use it. The iPad Air is so capable and powerful, and yet with its breakthrough size and weight, is the thinnest, lightest, and also the most advanced iPad we've ever built.
The fuck? Yeah.
The bench is waiting for, but the phone won't go. Google, what is glossophobia?
Glossophobia, or speech anxiety, is the fear of public speaking.
Resolutely faithful to it.
This is preeminently the time to speak the truth frankly and boldly. This is no unsolvable problem if we face it wisely and courageously. Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
From the very beginning, the iPad was designed to be very powerful, very capable, but also remarkably simple to use. So our goal was to take all the amazing things that you can do with a full-size iPad, but pack them into a product that is so much smaller. And that's what we did with the new iPad mini.
One of the things that makes iPads so incredible is that there's almost no end to what you can do with it. So when we decided to make the iPad mini, we wanted to make sure it had all the features that make iPad so magical. We began with a display that has the same resolution as the iPad 2. So all your apps and content look and work the same way. And at 7.9 inches, it's small enough to fit in one hand, but it's still large enough to give you that rich, immersive iPad experience. It has a dual-core A5 chip for fast, fluid performance, both FaceTime and iSight cameras. It gets a full 10 hours of battery life, and it runs more than 275,000 apps made just for iPad. These aren't scaled-up phone apps. These are powerful apps that take full advantage of iPad mini's beautiful display. You can access all your favorite music, movies, and TV shows from the iTunes Store. 1.5 million books on the iBookstore, and over 5,000 magazines and newspapers on Newsstand. And another thing we're really excited about is that iPad mini comes with FaceTime HD. Seeing your friends and family in high definition makes you feel like you're that much closer.
If all that we had done was take the original iPad and just reduce it, all that you would be aware of was everything that was just missing. That there is inherent loss in just reducing a product in size. And what we did was we went back to the very beginning and we took the time to design a product that was a concentration of, not a reduction of the original. We felt strongly that 7.9 inches was exactly the right display size, but it became clear that we had to reduce the width of the borders so you can still pick it up and easily use it with one hand. We have continued to develop our unibody process. There are essentially two parts to the enclosure, the glass and the aluminium. And that junction where the two parts actually come together is incredibly important. The diamond cut chamfer meets seamlessly with the glass. And I think it's a beautiful detail that further reduces parts and actually makes it more durable. We also designed an entirely new smart cover for the iPad mini. By eliminating the separate aluminium hinge, we now essentially wrap the iPad mini in a single, simple colored material.
The biggest challenge that we faced was incorporating all of these great features in a much smaller and lighter device. In order to do this, every part had to be custom designed, starting with the display, The glass on the front and back are only 0.2 millimeters thin. The touch subsystem is a mere 0.12 millimeters thin. It weighs half as much as any we've ever done before. Beyond the screen, we took some dramatic steps to maximize interior space. It has the largest and thinnest single-cell battery we've ever designed. We designed a smaller motherboard to house the powerful A5 chip and built in the new, smaller Lightning connector. We also redesigned the iSight and FaceTime HD cameras, and they allow you to take amazing photos in HD video. We've been able to build all of this technology into a device that is only 0.68 pounds and 7.2 millimeters thin.
All of these efforts combine to make a product that is incredibly thin and light and has absolutely remarkable levels of fit and finish. And I think the result is an extraordinary iPad, one that will be used in so many different places, in so many different ways.